Hey, I'm Nick Symmonds. You may know me as a two-time Olympic runner, or you may know me as the CEO of the energy gum company, Run Gum. I absolutely love connecting with my followers, and I really like to answer their questions. I answer every single question DM'd to me over on Instagram, and each week I pick one of those to answer here on YouTube. If I decide to use your question, I'll send you a free autographed box of Run Gum. Let's get to today's question.
What was your diet like as a pro? That's a great question, and it's actually one that I get asked all the time. You know, we're sitting here in my kitchen, what better place to have this conversation? Believe it or not, my diet today is very similar to what my diet was like when I was a pro. I consumed more calories as a pro simply because I was burning more calories. I mean, I was running 10 miles a day on average, and I don't do that today, obviously. But as far as what I'm eating, it's very similar. One thing to keep in mind is that as a pro, most of the time I was training from about 9 a.m. to noon, and again from 5 to 6. So a lot of the calories that I was taking in had to be scheduled around the training. So I was very diligent about eating just enough to fuel me before that first workout. Now, what's that? I didn't like to run with a full stomach, so I would have maybe some peanut butter on toast, or a bagel, or a piece of fruit. You know, I wasn't really hungry in the mornings. I'm not very hungry in the mornings, but I know that I need to have something in my stomach to fuel me for that morning workout. And today, I still work out in the mornings, and I make sure I get a little something like that in my stomach. It's only a few hundred calories, but it's just enough to get me the energy I need to get through that workout. Now, as a pro, once I'm done running those 10, 12 plus miles in that morning session, I'm starving. And so I make sure I get a protein shake in me the minute I finish working out, the minute I finish cooling down. As I'm stretching, I'm getting calories in me. You know, that might be another 400 or 500 calories if I'm mixing a big scoop of protein into milk. That's how I usually do. I would mix, and today I'd mix Momentous protein powder into a big 8-ounce glass of milk. So that's what I'm having immediately after I finish working out. And then when I get home, I'm having a big lunch. You know, I love sandwiches. I don't know what it is about them. They just have everything I want. They've got veggies, cheese, meat, bread. So I eat a lot of sandwiches. A turkey sandwich is one of my favorite go-tos, and it's actually my go-to before most races. As a pro, most of my races were in the evening, and I would have a turkey sandwich and maybe some chips or popcorn, 4 hours out from race time. So that's a great healthy lunch right there. As a pro, I had the luxury of napping frequently in the afternoons. I don't have that luxury anymore, so I'll probably have a pack of Run Gum right after lunch to get me through the afternoon office hours. But then in the evenings, some people say breakfast is the most important meal. I disagree. I think dinner's that most important meal. You've worked out hard. Whether you're working or studying or out working out, it's been a long day, and you have to refuel that engine. So I like big, colorful dinners. I like pastas. I like rice. I like meats. My general rule of thumb is make sure it's a colorful plate. Make sure you have fruits and veggies. I've never once in my entire life counted calories. I think it's a waste of energy. I think that if you're working hard and if you're eating healthy, your body is going to burn the fuel, and it's going to take the shape that it needs to be in. But I'm a guy who doesn't really binge eat. I'm a guy who doesn't snack. I was able to get the calories that I needed in those 3 meals that I just described. So, everybody's a little different. And I think I will actually make a video coming soon on how I cut weight. Like right now I'm a little bit overweight, and you guys saw me race 100 recently. I'll link that video right here. And I felt heavy in the race, so I may cut a few pounds. Next week, I will try to get a video out about how I cut weight when it's time, when you're in the heart of your season like I am right now. So stay tuned for that.
All right, I hope you found that helpful. Remember, you can ask me anything over on Instagram. Just shoot me a DM, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. If you didn't win the autograph box of Run Gum today, no worries. Click the link below. We sell them at rungum.com, and every single variety box comes hand autographed by me. And if you haven't heard of Run Gum before, do me a favor and check out this video that does a great job telling our story. See you guys next week for another episode of Ask Nick.